Hello there. I'm getting ready to film a couple of videos and I thought I would do a quick eyeshadow tutorial. Just eyeshadow, that's what we're focusing on. And I'm going to use the newly released Mario Original Ethereal palette. He brought this one back. I had heard so much buzz about this. I knew I needed to pick it up and try it out for you all. Now this will be my third time using this. I watched a tutorial last night and I thought, okay, let me try that and see if it kind of sways my opinion in one direction or the other. So let's just get going. I've already applied the Ulta Beauty Matte Veil Eyeshadow Primer to my lids. And I've started off with this cream matte shade here all up under the brow, using the Sigma E50. And I must say the mattes in this palette are beautiful, silky smooth. They are a little powdery, so you're gonna wanna tap off your brush. Through the crease of the eye, I want to use this pink shadow. Now, I know you're thinking, pink, Sharalee, pink. It really, in my opinion, does not show up that pink. This is a very neutral pink, and it's really the only kind of color in the palette that's not maybe neutral, but otherwise you have a lot of, you've got kind of some good options, cool tones, a lot of warm tones, and a few shimmers. But I just want a little bit of this through the crease. You can see it's not crazy pink, it's just a hint. And I do really love this shade. So I'm using the Busy Beauty 911 brush just to quickly put that through the crease. And I am bringing this down towards the lash line. In a moment, I will kind of build this up with a more dense brush, but I just like to start with a diffused amount of that color. Now I'll go in with the rougher #1 brush, more dense, still a little fluffy, and let's just add another layer of that pink. And you can see we're building a little bit of pink, but it's not a crazy amount. Next, let's go in with this dark shade. The tutorial I was watching used one of these browns. I don't remember which one next, so I'm just gonna make this my own. But there was one technique I wanted to try with the shimmers that this person did. It was just some random reel I saw on Instagram. You know how that is, that late night scrolling, and then you say, oh, that's a really pretty look. I have that palette, let's try it. You can see, I mean, the mattes really blend effortlessly. They are not boom pigmented right off, which some people love, some people don't love, but I find it very user-friendly. You do have to build a little bit, but on the other hand, I like that you have more control. So now I'm just gonna go in with that darkest shade, and this is the 204 from BK Beauty. I'm just going to, so you can see, I mean, there's a hint of darkness or depth of color, you know, the next level up from that previous shade, but it really blends out nicely. On the lid, before applying the shimmer shade, I'm gonna go in with the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. You've seen me use this around the edge of my lips, but it is technically an eyeshadow slash eyeshadow primer. And I just want to add a little bit of stickiness here and brightness before we go in with the shimmer shade. And the first shimmer shade I want to use, oh, let's see, let's do, I think this is the one. I think this is the one that she used. This one, or was it this one? I think this is the one, and then the one above it. So let's go in first with this and apply that on the lid. This does have kind of a little bit of shifting color. So there's a couple different, I feel like there's silver and gold shimmer particles in there. It's reading more silver, kind of taupey silver in the pan. And I'm just gonna build that up a little bit. And then on the inner corner, we'll go on with this brighter shimmer shade. These shimmers are definitely just toppers. So think of them more in that regard, not like a dense shimmery shadow. This one is about the only one that has dense, rich pigment behind it. The rest of them are just very light and fluffy, light and fluffy glimmers. As a final step, just to see if I can enhance that glitter a little more, I went in with this shade on both sides of this brush, coated the brush, and now I'm going to use, this is a travel size, MAC Fix Plus. This is one of the best if you want to apply an eyeshadow wet. It's just a really, I mean, that is one of the reasons why it was originally formulated specifically for pigments. And by applying it wet, at least in person, I see a lot more of the shimmer. Like it looks a little more even across the lid. So I think that is the secret. Gonna want to apply those glitters wet. While I let that dry down just a little bit, I'm gonna go to the lower lash line and I'm going to use, this is the Urban Decay eyeliner in Mushroom. This is a shimmery taupey gray color. It just has enough warmth that I feel like it works if you have more warm tones in your skin like I do, or if on your upper lid you have some of these warmer browns, but it keeps the look a little more on the cool side. Cool, right? We're trying to be cool. And even though I would love to put that shimmery gray on the lower lash line, I know because of how flaky those glitters are, it's not gonna stay in place. So instead, I'm just gonna go back to the palette. I'm gonna use a little bit of this taupey gray color. I've not actually even used this. So I'm just gonna kind of use this to soften that line there. This is actually a really pretty color. And now let's add some Drift liner on the upper lash line. This is from Ravi Beauty, a great cool tone, super dark brown. It's almost like if you bought a brown black mascara. That's kind of what this reminds me of. Just still a little softer though than black. Now I'm going to take that 913 brush from Buzzy Beauty and go into the darkest brown in the palette. Just use this to soften the edge of that line and press that color into the lashes. Just add a little depth there before mascara. One more time back to the palette, and I'm going to use that crease shade, that pink, and just bring that in a little more through the crease. And I just have to dig into my True Beauty palette and use this shimmer shade because that inner corner is just a little too gold for me, for my liking, and gold, and I don't know, it just needs a little cooling down. So I'm going in with the shade Gentle and just tapping that. Yeah, that's better. And then after I do concealer, I'll add a little more of this on the inner corner as well. But I feel like this inner corner just was staying a little too yellow and not mixing well with those silvery shimmers in that taupey shade. All right, I think that's a little better. Okay, let me finish up the rest of my makeup and we'll talk about this palette. All right, I finished up the rest of my makeup and did my hair, and I filmed the hair tutorial. I filmed the rest of my makeup look. I will link those videos down below. So let's finish up this video and let's talk more in depth about this palette and just my final thoughts. Is it worth it? Do you really need it? Do we ever need any more eyeshadow, right? Well, as I was swatching the palette, I think it's very obvious what the star of the show of this palette is, and it's the matte shadows. The matte shadows are like butter. They build nicely, they blend super easily, and you can build up some depth with those matte shades. I think for me, the question mark and what I find to be the weakest link of this palette are these 4 shimmers. Now this one, you can see there's a lot of depth and a lot of pigmentation behind that shimmer shade. It's more of a metallic, but these 4, I mean, like this one, you can hardly even see. And I feel like there's not a ton of distinction, especially on the eyes between those shimmers. So personally, I wish that at least one of these had the more dense pigmentation behind it, like he did with this one, and like is in my eyeshadow palette like this. This is just what I want as an option, because then you can put any of those topper shades over a shade like this, and it really does give you more versatility. And this is the type of shade that I need on the inner corner, and this is what I put on the inner corner of my eye today. So I find the shimmers in this palette just to be disappointing. So there are a number of other kind of more neutral leaning palettes out on the market. I did actually pull out my Ethereal, what was this one even called? Ethereal Eyes Nature palette. This came out last November from Mario. And I thought, okay, out of these 2 palettes, you know, there are some similar critiques. I think this one, the shimmers are also a little bit lighter overall, but I think because we have more color options with those shimmers, I just found this palette just to be a little more fun to work with. And then I pulled out the Mario Mattes palette. I find these mattes are amazing, and I think this is where Mario shines. He shines in his matte shades. So would I buy it again? Probably not. I do feel like at this point, I think I will keep it, and I'm gonna try to get my money's worth out of it, but stay tuned because there's another palette out that is almost half the price that I think we're all gonna like a lot better. I hope that you found this video helpful. As always, I will link the items that I showed you and the brushes in the description box down below, along with the other videos I mentioned. Thank you so much for watching. If you have a moment, check out this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.